format of the Ielts listening test. During the Ielts listening test, the passage you hear will be pre-recorded. The further you go through the test, the more difficult each of the recordings will become. A variety of different voices are used during the listening test, so you may hear different accents. You may hear accents from North America, accents from the United Kingdom, Australian or New Zealand accents. The Ielts listening test is designed to assess a variety of different listening skills, including how well you can understand main ideas and specific factual information, how well you recognize the opinions, attitudes, and purpose of a speaker, and how well you can follow the development of an argument. The content of the Ielts listening test is the same for both the Ielts Academic and Ielts General Training tests. The Ielts listening test takes approximately 30 minutes. You're allowed an extra 10 minutes at the end of the test to transfer your answers from your question booklet to your answer sheet. The Ielts listening test is broken down into 4 sections. In section 1, you will listen to a conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social situation, such as a conversation in an accommodation agency. And then you will answer questions about what you just heard. In section 2, you will listen to a monologue, which is one person speaking. The listening will be set in an everyday social situation. For example, a speech about local facilities, or a talk about the arrangements for meals during a conference. In section 3, you will listen to a conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context. For example, it could be a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment, or a group of students planning a research project. In section 4, you will listen to a monologue where one person is speaking on an academic subject, such as a university lecture. At the beginning of the test, you will start by listening to a recording of instructions and a sample question for section 1. It is only in section 1 that there is a sample question. After this, you will read the questions for section 1, listen to section 1 and answer the questions, and then you will repeat this procedure for sections 2, 3, and 4. During the Ielts listening test, there are 40 questions in total. It is important to listen carefully because each section is heard only once during the test. In the final 10 minutes, you will transfer your answers onto the answer sheet. During the listening test, a variety of question types may be used. You could be asked to do any of the following: answer multiple choice questions, label a map, plan, or diagram, complete a table or a flowchart, fill in a form, give short answers, or do a matching task. Each correct answer receives 1 mark. Scores for the listening test are out of 40, and then they are converted to the Ielts 9-band scale. Band scores are reported in whole and half bands. So for example, if you get 39 or 40 questions correct, that is band 9. If you get 38 or 37 questions correct, that's 8.5. 35 or 36 correct, and that's band 8. And it keeps going further on down the band scale.